Look at that! Wow. Plantains are definitely garbage. Just kidding! So today I am going to show teenagers on how to make their delicious plantain bread at home using almost garbage plantain to make a very delicious plantain bread at home. So I'll take you guys through step by step on how to do that. So let's get started. First step is to mash our plantain. I'm kidding. Let's start by peeling them off first. Don't stress, because all the measurements and the instructions on how to make your plantain bread will be in the description below. I'll put everything there. So just follow the steps on the video and then you have all your instructions in the description. Now I'm going to go in with my baking soda, then I'm going in with my baking powder, then I am going in with our African nutmeg, and don't forget your salt. And then I'm gonna mix all our dry ingredients very well together, and I'm gonna put this aside. Now we're gonna start with our wet ingredients. So I'm going to measure my butter. As I said, don't worry, all the measurements will be in the description. Then I'm going to add into our wet sugar, brown sugar, white sugar, and I'll make sure that all those clumps, how do you call it, the hard brown sugar, I dissolve it a little bit with my hands to make it better for my mixture. And inside the same bowl, we're gonna add our eggs. So all our 4 eggs, I'm gonna add it inside. So don't worry, some will say you're supposed to mix the sugar with the butter first before adding it. It's the wet ingredients. So I'm gonna mix everything up and wait and see the final results of the plantain bread, guys. So I am going to mix this up very well until you see it's creamy and everything is combined together, very nice and very delicious. Then this is our wet ingredients. We're gonna put this inside. Just look at that. Look at this, look at this, look at this. This looks so creamy and it looks so good, you know. Now we're gonna start with, now we are going in with our another wet ingredients, which is the milk. So it should be room temperature. And then we are going in with our vanilla extract. So I am using a measurement. So once I put it on measurement, I always put it on 0. So make sure if you're mixing everything together, put your scale on 0 when you are adding the other thing on top so that it's accurate. Now we are going to mix everything together. So now I am starting with our mixed butter, egg, brown sugar, white sugar. So I'm going to mix this in a bigger bowl, so everything together, and then I'm going to add in our milk that we mix with the vanilla extract, then mix everything also very well together. Now we're gonna combine the wet with the dry. So on this step, do not over mix, otherwise you're not going to have a plantain bread. So be gentle in the mixture. So now I'm going to add in our plantain that we mashed into our wet ingredients. So now this is final with our wet ingredients. So mix it very gentle and don't over mix. Do not over mix. And then I am going, okay, the other spoon that I've used here was not that well, so we're going to change a little bit of the spoon. So now I am going to mix our flour portion by portion. So do not rush, and also when you are mixing, just go a little bit gentle. Just go gentle, mix it up very well, and don't over mix, as I said, because the mixing is very, very crucial here. So then I'm going to add in the final flour over here. So just add portion by portion and then make sure to mix it gentle and do not over mix. Now I'm going to transfer this into our baking pan. So what I did here, I put butter and I put flour into our pan so that it does not stick, or you can use the non-sticking baking paper if you have that. I just like using the old way anyway. So now I'm just going to transfer this and I'm going to make it full halfway because I want my bread to rise very, 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 very big. And guys, we're going to see the final. So then we're going to bake this. I've already preheated. At this moment when you're transferring, preheat your oven at the back already before putting it in, before transferring your bread. And then we're just gonna bake this and you're gonna see the final. Super excited of this plantain bread. You're gonna see the final, guys. This plantain bread was so delicious and it is so yummy. This is our plantain bread done. This looks yummy and it is so delicious. Look at this. Whoa.